This is the only baby food that is guaranteed to give your baby healthy weight gain, okay? And the best part about this product is that it is made with 3 natural ingredients. You can make it yourself at home. Babies love it, mothers swear by it. And if you watch this video to the very end without skipping any parts, I am going to show you how to make this food for your little one, and of course the direction for you to follow to gain maximum results from this particular food. Keep watching. Tonight, I'm chilling on the west side. Oh, call my home, girl, tell your best friend. Cause that's who on the low, no location. I don't want them seeing me getting faded. Hey Royals, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Cleo and you're welcome to the Empress Space. This is another episode of DIY Delights, and in this particular episode I'm going to show you how to make this healthy mix that is going to help your little one gain healthy weight. And the good thing about this mix is that it is made with only 3 ingredients. A whole lot of things that most mothers don't know is that combining a whole bunch of particular foods or nutrients or whatever you want to call it inside one baby food, it is actually bad for your baby. That is why I don't even support people who make fruity pap, because tell me why you're adding all those bunch of ingredients in one particular baby food. They are babies, and especially if they are below 1 year old, their system is not that strong to be digesting all the things that you added in one particular baby food. We're making this particular weight gain pap with just 3 ingredients, and these 3 ingredients is all you need, and the milk that you are going to give this particular mix to your baby. Okay, it also helps to boost their digestion. It aids digestion, because weight gain can only happen, or absorption of nutrients can only happen, when a food has been properly digested in the baby's body. Even if it's a grown-up, an adult, in the human's body, it is when your body system gradually digest food very well, like 100%, that is when you can get the nutrient or the most from that particular food. Now, if you are new to my channel, I will have you know that I practice what I preach. I am a first-time mom with a baby that is still less than 1 year old. And what prompted me to actually make this recipe is that I noticed that my baby's weight would usually fluctuate. So sometimes he would gain weight, sometimes it's like he lost weight, then he gains it back again. I was just tired of the whole fluctuation, and that is why I decided to grab onto this recipe that has been tested by so many mothers that even came before me. And I can tell you guys for free, this recipe is so amazing. Babies love it. Even if your baby is a picky eater, they are going to love this particular recipe. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, join the royal family today. Now let's finally get into it. For this particular recipe, you are going to need just 3 ingredients. Like I said, you are going to need this particular white millet that we call joro, and then you are going to need a millet, the actual red millet itself, plus corn. These are the major ingredients that you are going to need for this particular recipe. Now the first thing you're going to do is, obviously, you have to get your tray, try to remove the dirt and debris that you can see with your eyes. Remove it all from these things, because these things, like, they carry stone. Okay, each of them, I had to take my time to pick out each of them. The stones, the dust, the unnecessary things that they all had inside it, I had to bring out time, sit down, and then take it out one by one from each of these 3 foods. Right, from each of these 3 foods, I had to take them out one by one. And after I was done with that, I went straight to the washing. For this washing, you are going to calm down. Obviously, you obviously need to calm down and do it. I didn't want to use so much water because we are currently in a drought where I'm living, but I actually tried my best to wash this. I washed this up to like 3 times, and I was still getting sand from mostly the joro, because the joro is like so tiny. Like, honestly, it is so tiny. It is just the same size as sand. So I kept on getting sand over and over. As I was washing it over and over, I kept on getting so much sand from all these things. When I was done separating the dirt and debris and whatnot, I had to pour them into a container, and this is what it all looks like. This is the joro, this is the corn, and of course the millet. All of them are being arranged into a container, and I'm arranging it into separate containers because I want to soak them separately. I'm only going to put them all together when I'm ready to go and grind them and whatnot. So yeah, do take your time to take out the dirt and debris, and of course wash it. Like, wash this in very well, wash it thoroughly. You can see the amount of sand that I'm still getting after the whole washing. wash this in thoroughly. I washed mine for like 3 times before I soaked them, and then I poured in water to soak them individually. Now for this, if you want to do it at your home, make sure to change the water after every 24 hours. For me, I changed the water for 2 days, and on the third day I am going to grind it. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Okay, so the next day, 24 hours, you know the time that you soaked it, like the day before, you come the next day, you take out the water, you change the water just so it does not come off giving any pungent smell or any, foul smell. It is not going to be nice, and it won't be appetizing. Okay, you're trying to make this for your baby, you should be as careful as you can. So try as much as possible to change the water every 24 hours for 2 days. That is a total of in 48 hours. You're going to change the water twice. After changing it twice, then on the third day you are going to grind it. This is actually the point that I've gotten to when I'm making this demonstrative video, and I'm gonna see you guys when I am ready to grind it. But after you enjoy the rest of the clips, keep watching, and do make sure to like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel and go check out my other videos. I have so many videos for you, and of course watch to the end of this video, because I am going to actually give a demonstration on how you can give your baby this particular mix to get massive results. Eurouse are not gonna believe that I almost forgot I was taking you guys along with me on this journey. It has been over a little bit over 2 days later. These products are perfectly fermented, like they have fermented very well. I just took my time to wash them now. And yeah, I rinsed them like 2 times before putting it back into the bucket that I'm going to use to go and grind it, because I'm actually going inside the market to grind this. It's actually a large quantity, and I don't have such a powerful blender that could blend it for me at home, so I'm gonna make use of the people at the market. With that being said, I almost forgot to share the actual what's it called, the measurement for this particular recipe that I'm making. So I bought half pint of the joro, and I got that for 2,000 naira. I also got half pint of the red millet. I got that for 2,000 naira as well. And then I got half pint of the yellow corn, which that one I got it for around, I think, about 1,300 naira. I also bought this mesh cloth and bag that I'm going to use for the sieving, and of course the filtering, like the filtering and then the sieving of this particular food. I'm about to go right now to grind this. And yeah, if you're wondering what this process is all about, if you know exactly how they used to grind pap and then wash it, like sieve it through a mesh cloth like this is what the cloth looks like. Do you see that? This is what a mesh cloth looks like. So they filter it through this mesh cloth, and then at the end of the day you put whatever product you're going to get into a mesh bag like this, and this is what you're going to store it in. After you put it, this is going to help you to drain off any excess water, and then you have just your pap. So that is all the process that we are going to go through, and then I'm going to come back to show you guys the finished result, because I don't think I'll be showing all of that process unless this video will be extremely long. I hope this video has been so far step by step, and you have been able to actually understand and get the point. I already shared my recipe. If you want to make more than this particular batch that I'm making, you just have to double your recipe or reduce your ingredient. Rather, yeah, double your ingredient or reduce it. I used half pint of every different type of corn that I'm using for this particular product. Let's go grind it. Bim, bim. Bim, bim. It's the next day, and here is the aftermath of yesterday's hard work. So we got all this chaff after we like sieved the pap and everything. Basically, thanks to my man so much, because he was the one that literally took over this part and did it all by himself. I did help. Yes, I helped a little bit, But yeah, this is what we got, and this makes great food for things like chickens and fowls if you are raising them in your house. So yeah, this is all the chaff we got, and this is the quantity of the pap that we got. I'm still letting it dry off its water. It still has like a little water content, but like not too much. This is all the quantity. Oops. Wow, it actually made so much food. This is the healthiest baby food you can give your baby that is below 1 year old, and I know this because I made it by myself. It is 100% healthy, and literally look at the amount of food I got from. That's about 1.5 pints of those corn mix. I like to keep mine wrapped in nylon or cling film, and I refrigerate it. That is how I get it to stay for a very long time. Here is a quick demonstration of how you can prep this meal for your baby and how you can essentially give it to attain maximum essentially result. You have to go through this process like you are making your regular pap. Okay, you're going to add water, try to like dissolve the corn mix. Is literally a little bit like cornstarch consistency, so you have to dissolve it. It goes from thick until you see that it is completely dissolved and mixing well. And for this particular mix, you have to make sure you don't end up with a runny or watery consistency. You need this type of consistency that is not too runny and not too watery. You go in with your hot boiled water and you just go through the process. Yeah, if you know how to make pap, this should be very easy for you. And when it's cooked, you see how it changed the color to show that it is cooked. At this point, it is completely and perfectly cooked well. Now all you have to do is to serve it in a plate, mix it with your baby milk. For this, I'm going to recommend you give your baby with full cream milk, or you use the soya bean recipe that I have on my channel. Okay, put a full cream baby milk. There are so many options: Kenda milk, cow and gate. There are so many options for full cream baby milk. I know there's some people who stand against using baby formulas for things like pap or purees, but bruh, do you? Okay, this works for me, and this is what I give my baby every time. When you are done mixing all this together, the baby food is practically ready and your little one is happy to enjoy. Now if my baby, after supping pap for a very long time, could go back to pap because of this particular mix I introduced to him, I'm sure your baby would love it too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, Royals. I didn't fit it, but I rock it like a baby unicorn.